So here we have a dynamic list of courses that we're rendering from a remote server. All right, let's remove this this noise down here. I believe we're doing that in the parent component. I believe the parent component that we're looking at right now is the app component, and the app component is the one who's loading our app, our course list, and then down below there's just some demo code that we're using for rendering some students and whatnot. So let me remove that, and I'm just going to keep the course list. Right, that's the focus of the lecture. Right, so if we go here, notice that we only have the course list. All right. So one of the things we like to be able to do is that if we choose one particular course, we can navigate to the details for that course. Right? Maybe we want to display the modules for that course and the lessons and whatnot once we navigate. Yep. So let's create a component, right? Maybe call it course viewer, right? That allows us to view the details about a course. Now, notice that even here, right? We created buttons and input fields, and that allow us to manipulate the list of courses. Now, from a student's point of view, obviously they can't do that, right? They're only going to have a read-only version of this. I only did it only just to demonstrate, right, how Angular works, right? Some of the concepts, but we'll come back to some of these concepts a little later. When we work on some use cases for students that they'll actually need a form to work with. So we want to navigate. So let's create a component, and then we'll be able to maybe navigate between these two components. All right, so let's create a component. Let's see, in a separate tab. At the root of the application, we can create a new component saying ng generate component, and we'll call this component a course viewer. So this will create the 4 attributes, or the 4 artifacts that define a component, and we can see it that it was added right there in the IDE. There it is, and we can see that the component, right, it's implemented inside of this TypeScript file, right, as a class, and the HTML that gets rendered when this component loads is this HTML, which right now has some dummy boilerplate content, right? So we can render it, right, from our root component. We can render it by saying app course viewer. There it is. Right, so that if we go to our URL or to our page, right, notice that indeed we are rendering that content, right? And just to distinguish these two pieces of content, perhaps let's add some more meaningful content here in the HTML for the course viewer. Let's replace this maybe with h2, and this will be course viewer. Okay. So it'll be, there it is, course viewer. And the top one, maybe we'll call it course list or something. All right, so let's so if we go back in the course list, right, maybe in the HTML, we could call this the course list. Okay, so we have the course list and we have the course viewer. So we'd like to be able to demonstrate is the capability of being able to navigate between the two. Maybe when I click on a course, I like to be able to navigate to the course viewer. I don't want to display both of them at the same time. I only want to display one when I navigate to the other. All right, so let's do that next.